Oh, this is gonna be such a good video. I can't wait. What are they doing? What are they doing? Oh, this is gonna be a fun end to the season. What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video, and today we're going to take a look at the highs and the lows of the Ferrari 2022 F1 season so far. That's my little that's so far. That's what that is. Because let's face it, there are what, nine Grand Prix left in the season, and it's just things that could have gone wrong have gone wrong for Ferrari all season in the first place, so they might as well continue to go wrong, in my opinion. It's been such a disappointment. They should be ahead in the Drivers' Championship. They should be ahead in the Constructors' Championship. The fact that Carlos Sainz has dropped out of so many races, the fact that Charles Leclerc has not won, the fact that he didn't win Monaco, the fact that he didn't win Barcelona, the fact that he didn't win the French Grand Prix, all three in the lead at one point, and just reliability issues screwed him. What else? Silverstone maybe not as much because Carlos Sainz still got the win. I'm trying to think what other major races should they have won. I don't know, but those are three huge ones. Those are three massive races that they had to get points from, and they just did it. I think Australia too. Didn't Charles Leclerc take like 6th in Australia? I don't even remember. It's just been a nightmare for them so far. So we're gonna take a look at the highs and the lows. Started out really well. Has not gone great ever since. We're gonna take a look at all those. Let me know what you guys think about Ferrari so far this season. In fairness to them, they have given us all of the storylines we need, and I can applaud them for that, because let's face it, Verstappen's gonna run away with this, and it's gonna make things boring. And besides the Daniel Ricciardo saga with Oscar Piastri, we haven't had much else to go on. It's actually been really good racing though. It's been great racing across the board. I'll take that back. But yeah, let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video down in the description below. It is on the F1 channel, and it is very brand new on the F1 channel, so I do have to block it. I do apologize for that. Hopefully it gets to stay up so you guys get to enjoy it the same way I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be a good time. Let's get into this.
Leclerc takes the lead on the sprint.
The Carlos Sainz
Have
fire.
Ferrari made a bit of a blunder. Carlos Sainz is victorious.
Forza Ferrari.
Charles
Where's this
Leclerc
Carlos Sainz
is going to win
F1
from
show?
pole again and start the season off with celebrations for Ferrari. A 1-2 finish for the Scuderia. Carlos Sainz comes home in second.
That's exactly how we should start the season. Come on! 1-2 there.
And Lewis Hamilton stole third in that race too, if I'm not mistaken. And everyone was so pissed. Like, all of the anger wasn't even at Ferrari's 1-2. It was at Lewis Hamilton taking third. I remember it vividly. Red Bull fans were so peeved that Lewis scrubbed in.
1-2, yeah!
Little did they know it wasn't Lewis they had to be worried about.
Ferrari. Forza Ferrari.
Ferrari with a perfect start to the new season. Win, second place, and all the smiles belong to the Scuderia tonight. Sergio Perez is going to pit, and Charles Leclerc is going to pit. No, Charles Leclerc is going to carry on. Ferrari maybe have called the bluff here and have forced Red Bull into an earlier stop than they wanted. And we've got a yellow flag, and this could change dramatically in everyone's race, because that's going to be a safety car, surely. There's the Ferrari coming out. There's the Red Bull of Max Verstappen coming out. So Perez pitting at the most unluckiest time that he could possibly pit.
They stole
has now gone from leader to third,
and he got pole, and it's so disappointing.
The lead of the race by staying out. Verstappen's got DRS. He's going to try and go around the outside. Max Verstappen takes the lead. Leclerc is going to have DRS to try and fight it back. Charles Leclerc holds on to the lead of this race. Verstappen has got DRS down the main straight. Verstappen takes the lead at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
This was such a good race. It was such a good race.
And this time around, it's Max Verstappen that wins out, and Charles Leclerc comes home in second place. It's a Ferrari double on the podium as Carlos Sainz manages to take third. That is Carlos Sainz, who looks like
And he got
he's
stuck in the
reached
gravel
that
trap too,
Ferrari
didn't he? Yeah.
in the gravel on the exit of turn 10. Charles Leclerc. Now we're going green. Did not get away well.
Verstappen
Max Verstappen is right on his tail, and they're going to go wheel to wheel into turn one here. Charles Leclerc has been leading this race. Verstappen fancies his chances. Leclerc stays ahead. Charles Leclerc takes the fastest lap of the race and wins the Australian Grand Prix. Contrasting him
like a dream start. That's an impossibly great start.
Ferrari today.
I haven't been perfect this weekend. We haven't been perfect as a team, clearly, and we need to analyze what we did wrong and see if we can come back better.
Charles Leclerc gets a very good start indeed. Carlos Sainz is trying to make up places.
Alonso's not going to make it easy, but a fellow Spaniard, and I don't think he'll put up too much of a fight.
There goes Sainz, bouncing away, but he can put up with a porpoising as sixth place is his.
About the porpoising, you know, that was such a big deal coming into the season.
Carlos Sainz has got past Lando Norris. Look at the bouncing on the Ferrari. The Red Bull's coming at him. Verstappen goes round the outside into the chicane, stays on the track. Max Verstappen takes the lead at the sprint here in Imola. Victory for Max Verstappen here in Imola. The championship leader Charles Leclerc comes home in second. Great recovery drive it was from Carlos Sainz.
Yeah, solid. Come back. Let's build it up from here.
Verstappen leads into the first corner ahead of Perez. On the inside, Lando Norris gets third place ahead of Charles Leclerc, and Ferrari is spun round, and Ricciardo manages to keep going, and oh no, Carlos Sainz looks like his afternoon has been ended way earlier than he would have wanted.
What are you supposed to do?
And Charles Leclerc
he's
goes
in the
into the barrier at the Variante Alta. Now he's kept the car going, and Charles Leclerc was chasing after Sergio Perez, but it has all gone horribly wrong for Ferrari in the closing stages. And it's lights out and away we go, and it's a great reaction from Charles Leclerc. It's a decent reaction from Max Verstappen, but Carlos Sainz is ahead of him. Leclerc into the first turn. It's wheel to wheel, Verstappen and Sainz. Sainz has just lost out to Verstappen. They're going for it. Max Verstappen on the inside has got Charles Leclerc and has taken the lead. DRS helping out the Red Bull. The leaders swap round on lap 9 here. Charles Leclerc, for the first time in his career, will stand on the podium in the United States. Carlos Sainz makes it a 2-3 for Ferrari.
Leclerc was a little bit to the right-hand side of his start box, actually, but went across and covered off Verstappen immediately. And now Sainz is sort of wrong-footed. He's now lost a place to Perez.
And into the gravel goes Carlos Sainz, and there'll be no cheers for that.
This is where him and
not
Verstappen
for the
both
first
went to the
time
gravel
this
track in
season.
the same
More
spot, isn't
woes
it?
on the track for Carlos Sainz.
Look at this.
He's a
Wow.
sitting duck down the straight. Carlos Sainz is all over him. Sainz up to fourth place. That's Charles Leclerc.
And that's Charles
going
Leclerc.
very slowly.
No! 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 What happened? What happened? Lost power.
He is out of the race.
Every point is important, and today, by the look of it, we'll lose quite a lot of points in the championship. We cannot afford that too many times.
Listen, what he's saying? We cannot afford that too many times.
During a season.
You can, but guess what? It was going to keep happening. It was going to keep happening.
That last lap was... I don't know if anyone was improving that much, but it felt good.
It has been a scorching weekend so far, but the rain has arrived. Charles Leclerc on pole position, rolling start, leads them down the straight from Carlos Sainz, his Ferrari teammate.
And box now, box now, box forward.
Carlos Sainz is going to pit. Is the track dry enough for Carlos Sainz to pit, come out on the dry tyres?
No.
Stay out, stay out, stay out.
They're double stacking down at Ferrari. Charles Leclerc, who was leading this race, came in for intermediate tyres and has had to make a second pit stop. Sergio Perez comes in to make a pit stop, and are they going to be double stacking? Is Max Verstappen coming in too? Yes, he is. Sergio Perez is going to come out into this race ahead of Carlos Sainz. So Sergio Perez has now got...
I forgot about that. Carlos Sainz did have the chance to win Monaco, didn't he? And the Red Bull just know what they're doing. They're just so damn good at the tactics. It's unreal how well they get it. And it's just, it's such a pet. Like, if you're a Ferrari fan, you have to think, like, a dream appointment would be Christian Horner. It's not even Max Verstappen that you'd want. You would want Christian Horner. Because the tactics are always untouchable. Like, that's unreal.
Finish for the first time, but that might not be too much comfort for a race where he led the early stages.
And P4.
No words. No words. Aye, aye, aye. Season is long, but we cannot do that.
Charles Leclerc gets away well, as does Sergio Perez, and he's coming right at him now. And into turn one, Leclerc looks up, Perez goes into the lead.
Oh.
There is Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari, was running in 4th place. Oh no, and now we have a blowout coming down the straight, and that is Charles Leclerc.
It's unreal
and
how this just
Ferrari
back
have
to
a
back.
double DNF here in Baku.
Problem.
I think this was the beginning of the end right here.
It's done. No, that's done.
You know, I think that the drivers are disappointed as we are, and I'm pretty sure we all together as a team become stronger very soon.
I don't think so.
For the first time in Formula One, in his 150th Grand Prix start, Carlos Sainz is on pole.
Problem is, Charles Leclerc is now within DRS of Carlos Sainz, who's going to start towing him around.
And Ferrari, once again, have got to make a pretty quick decision then.
So this is not good enough. We are swapping the cars.
Copy.
Instructions came from the Ferrari pit wall, but we'll see in time. Was that too late? Oh, and off the track goes Charles Leclerc as Carlos Sainz retakes the lead at this British Grand Prix. Hamilton and Perez are going wheel to wheel.
Honestly,
Back
this
comes
was
Sainz and
such a
Leclerc.
good race. It
Leclerc
was such a good
behind
race.
his teammate Carlos Sainz. Perez is catching Charles Leclerc. He takes him towards the inside. Perez on the inside. Charles Leclerc
Show
gives
it.
him just
Show
enough
it.
space.
Show
Can
it.
Perez squeeze
Go on,
past? They're
Lewis.
going wheel to wheel towards Vale now. Who's going to be last on the brakes? Leclerc has that inside line. Perez goes off the track, cuts the chicane. Off goes Leclerc. Through goes Hamilton. Going into Cobbs. They're going side by side.
That is such an epic call. You cannot, bro. Goosebumps. I legitimately. I wish you guys could see this. Goosebumps from that. Like, through goes Hamilton is
Leclerc and Hamilton through Cobbs. Wow.
One of the best, I think, in F1.
And for the first time in Formula One,
Carlos Sainz still got his win, so
Carlos
look at
Sainz is victorious. He wins the British Grand Prix.
Vamos. Good job.
We did it. Yes. We did it. Yes.
With how much disappointment he's had in the season, you have to be happy
There was a
for
young
that.
man from Madrid who thought he could win, and he did.
Oh my God. Only good thing about today is that Carlos won, but freaking hell, guys.
I don't even know.
Verstappen
Here's
gets away
the
well.
thing, though, is he's trying to like correct Charles and like change his attitude. He has a right to be peeved. Like, he has such a right to be mad at Ferrari.
Ahead of Charles
And it
Leclerc
only
and
gets
Carlos
worse.
Sainz, and Carlos Sainz gets ahead of Charles Leclerc. Here goes Sainz once again. This time he's going to try around the outside. Leclerc's got him covered there, and he forces him wide. And, well, Sainz had to bail out of that one. He was running out of room. And look how easy it is for Charles Leclerc to get up to the back of that Red Bull, but Verstappen is forcing him the
This is
long
the
way
Red Bull
round
ring,
at
wasn't
turn
it? Yeah.
3. So Leclerc goes for the old switcheroo, forces Verstappen to go a bit wide on the exit, and then he is through on the inside to retake the lead of this race. The engine's gone for Carlos Sainz. And whilst he was looking at
this
an
is where it
overtake
turns
on
on
Max
fire, isn't it?
Verstappen, he has
Yeah.
been undone by a power unit problem.
So many
Oh, dear,
DNFs
oh,
from
dear.
Carlos Sainz. That's insane to me.
No, no.
And for the first time, other than when he's on pole, Charles Leclerc wins the Austrian Grand Prix.
And P1.
Yes, sir. Yes. Oh, yes, come on. Oh my God.
Charles Leclerc coming home, Martin, for the first time since, do you remember Australia as a race winner? Who's that gone off?
Leclerc. It's Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc.
No
Are you
words.
okay?
No words for that.
Charles Leclerc is out of the race. And for the
And it was an
third
easy
time
win,
this
in my
season,
opinion. It was an
Charles
easy win.
Leclerc, when leading a race,
Like by a
won't
landslide,
go on
it was a
to
win.
finish it.
It's my fault, and if I keep doing mistakes like this, then I deserve to not win the championships. I'm performing at a high level, but if I keep doing those mistakes, then it's pointless to be at a high level.
And now Sainz is in.
Ferrari going for the overcut now with Carlos Sainz, and it was a slow stop. Charles Leclerc has gone through, Lewis Hamilton has gone through, Sergio Perez has gone through. Where's George Russell? He's right behind Esteban Ocon, and as we see now, Carlos Sainz coming out of the pit lane. Russell goes through, and he's preserved his advantage over Carlos Sainz, and Ocon goes through as well. Charles Leclerc being told to box to go on to the hard
double
comp
pit.
outside.
Yeah, it was the double pit.
That's brave based on how it's been going with everybody else.
Charles Leclerc is on tyres at
And
the
he
moment
was just getting
that actually
ran rings
might
around.
not suit him very well. Verstappen's closing in on Charles Leclerc to make the overtake on the track. They go wheel to wheel. Verstappen goes a bit deep, but he makes that overtake stick. Have Ferrari made a bit of a blunder?
Yes, they made
Russell
a huge
is so
blunder.
much closer this time around, coming off the final corner. He's gone wheel to wheel, he's gone ahead, but Leclerc is down the inside. But Russell is ahead now of Charles Leclerc. Nearly got Carlos Sainz coming out of that final turn. He's going to get, I think, the Ferrari halfway down the straight here. Lewis Hamilton up into the podium places in this race once again. And Sainz ahead of Perez, ahead of Leclerc, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, tough one. Very tough one.
Today hasn't been good, the last Sunday hasn't been good, but overall the pace is there. We just need to get better at putting everything together.
Oh my god, the hard work. So bad. That's why I said that I wanted to stay on the medium as long as possible.
But on the other hand, I feel very motivated, and I just want to get back in the car and win again.
Will we see them win again? That is the big question. Will we see Ferrari win again? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. It's going to be very interesting to see how the rest of the season progresses. I think Verstappen will win it with about 4 races left. Where the rest of the Drivers' Championship standings go from there, I do not know. Lewis Hamilton's in the mix, George Russell's still in the mix, Carlos Sainz is still in the mix, Checo is still there, as well as Charles Leclerc. So, who fills out like 2 through 6? It's going to be very interesting. And honestly, Mercedes could jump up to that runner-up spot in the Drivers' Championship too. It is 110% possible. It's going to be very interesting. I'm very excited. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the highs and the lows of Ferrari's 2022 season. And I'll catch you guys for another video. Peace.